John Lennon was just beginning his journey into the world of music when a heartbreaking event occurred, leaving a permanent mark on his life. This tragedy would not only shape the young man he was at the time, but also influence the artist and global icon he would eventually become. A single individual played a profound role in his life, his mother, whose guidance and untimely death would steer the course of his destiny. On July 15, 1958, Lennon's mother, Julia Lennon, was fatally struck by a car driven by Eric Clegg, an off-duty police officer. John was only 17 years old when he lost her. She was 44. Born on October 9, 1940, to Julia and Alfred Lennon, John was the couple's only child. At the age of 4, he was placed in the care of his Aunt Mimi Smith and Uncle George Smith to ensure a more stable upbringing. He would spend the rest of his youth in their home. Despite living with his aunt, John remained emotionally close to his mother. Julia supported his early musical interests, gifting him his first guitar and teaching him basic chords on instruments like the banjo and ukulele. Her encouragement was instrumental in sparking his passion for music. According to Nigel Wally, a childhood friend of Lennon, the night of the tragedy began like any other. Wally had gone to visit John but was informed by Mimi that he wasn't home. Mimi happened to be at the gate with Julia, who was about to leave, and they all exchanged a few words. Julia then jokingly invited Wally to accompany her to the bus stop, a suggestion he gladly accepted. As they walked down Menloaf Avenue, Wally eventually turned off to head home. Moments later, he heard the screech of tires and turned to see Julia being struck by a vehicle. When he rushed back, it was already too late. She had died instantly. Julia's sudden death left a deep emotional scar on John. He would go on to express his grief and longing for her in several songs, including Julia, Mother, and My Mummy's Dead. His first son with Cynthia Lennon was named Julian in her honor. Years later, John would reflect on the loss by saying he felt as if he had lost her twice, once when he was separated from her as a child to live with his aunt, and again when she died. He admitted that the tragedy intensified the anger and emotional burden he carried in his youth, particularly because their relationship had just begun to heal when it was suddenly cut short. Despite the sorrow, John Lennon rose to worldwide fame as a member of the Beatles, alongside Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. In addition to Julian, he would later become the father of Sean Ono Lennon, his only child with wife Yoko Ono.